I'm sorry. So sorry. Okay. So sorry. Hold on. Let me get our thumbnail. So very sorry that I'm late. Okay. Let me see where we were. Here we go. All right, so this is what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about Austin Metcalf's dad is questioning the school district who allowed his son's killer, Carmelo Anthony, to graduate. We're going to talk about a Florida situation where a young man, I believe he was 26, was shot and killed by his stepdad over a Fortnite argument. And then we're going to talk about 17 people stabbed by a woman at a train station in Germany, and other things, right? Because we always go on to other things. So let's look at this train station thing. First off, tragedy, stabbing, ridiculous stuff that's going on in this world. Let's see now. Let me make sure that we're live. Just make sure you can hear me. Other things. Okay, good. Hi, Gail. Hi, White Angel. Let me go to live chat. Okay, good. 14 of you made it back here already. We're going to start and go on because I don't know how long I'm going to last. Okay, so the knife attack occurred at Germany's largest train station, which is the Central Station in Hamburg. A woman allegedly stabbed 17 people with a knife in Hamburg on Friday, May 23rd. There were 6 people that were badly injured. 7 were lightly injured, they say, and several sustained life-threatening injuries. The woman turned herself into the police without resistance. And around 6 p.m. local time on a crowded train platform, the woman started to randomly stab travelers who were waiting for a long-distance train. Police in Germany arrested the 39-year-old German woman who's believed to have committed this crime alone. The attack occurred in the country's busiest and most dangerous train station, with an already pre-established weapons-free zone. Hamburg police say the attacker had acted apparently indiscriminately, stabbing the passerbys, injuring some of them critically. Authorities believe the woman may have been in a state of mental distress, you think? Upon the authorities' arrival, the woman surrendered without resistance. The perpetrator is in custody, Hamburg mayor said, and he said, I wish the victims of the crime much strength and hope that those who are seriously injured will also be able to be saved. Yeah, that's our prayer too. Amen. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. The federal minister of the Interior echoed those sentiments and said it is shocking when travelers are attacked in a treacherous and cowardly manner. Germany has encountered a rise in knife crimes in recent years. On Monday, May 19th, a man was arrested as a suspect in a knife attack that injured 5 people on May 18th in Bielefeld, Germany. Let's say crazy, right? All right, so let's go to the next story is going to be our Fortnite one. Okay, let me get this graphic over there. This occurred in Florida. So there was a man, 26 years old. He was fatally shot by his 43-year-old stepdad during an argument over Fortnite on May 21st. Kelly Agar Garcia allegedly shot Azariel J. Martinez several times in the chest and abdomen, and then 2 more times in the back. Garcia is being held at the Polk County Jail after being charged with second-degree murder and unlawful storage of a firearm with accessibility to a minor. The Davenport Police Department were alerted to a domestic incident at a home on Citrus Landing Boulevard at approximately 7:10 p.m. on Wednesday, May 21st. Kelly Agar Garcia and his wife, Adrienne Daza, 48, were at the property alongside Daza's two minor children, 9 and 11, and her adult son, Azariel J. Martinez, 26. So she has a 9 and 11-year-old. Let me see here. And a 26-year-old. And he is the stepfather of the 3 children. Okay, so he's not the okay. The 9-year-old had been playing Fortnite on a phone, despite his mom telling him that he wasn't allowed to play the game. When Daza took the phone away, the upset child took a Smith & Wesson 9mm handgun from his mother's nightstand. Daza was unable to take the gun away from her young son, but Garcia was successful when he entered the room. Police say Martinez then became involved and got into an argument with his stepfather because Garcia allegedly shot him several times in the chest and abdomen. As Martinez was leaving the room, police believe Garcia shot him 2 more times in the back before he collapsed. Wow. Oh my gosh. Martinez died after being taken to a local hospital. And someone, let's see here, Police Chief Steve Parker said, and I quote, "I truly believe that if that child did not know where that gun was, none of this would have happened today. None of it." Garcia is being, it's sad, he said, Garcia is being held at the Polk County Jail after being charged with second-degree murder and unlawful storage of a firearm. Accessibility to a minor. Wow. During the May 22nd press conference, Parker said police had previously been to the family's home due to a referral from the Florida Department of Children and Family Services in 2022. He added that authorities were unable to comment further on the visit. Wow, that's crazy. Oh. Okay, and let's go to the top story, which we are going to talk about Diddys. Diddys' food demands. But before that, we're going to talk about Austin Metcalf's dad. Okay. So Jeff Metcalf, the father of Austin Metcalf, who's the Texas high schooler who was killed by another student at a track and field meet in April, is criticizing the school district for allowing his alleged killer, 18-year-old Carmelo Anthony, to graduate. The advocacy group Next Generation Action Network confirmed that while Anthony will receive his degree, he will not be allowed to participate in any graduation activities. Carmelo Anthony is accused of stabbing Austin, who was 17, with a knife during a confrontation over seating and has since claimed that he acted in self-defense. Yeah, right. So, let's see. He's criticizing the school district for allowing Carmelo to graduate. The Frisco Independent School District superintendents confirmed that 18-year-old Carmelo Anthony will not be participating in a graduation ceremony after he was accused of fatally stabbing Austin Metcalf. The advocacy group confirmed that he will receive his diploma and graduate from high school, and that he has a 3.7 GPA and has completed graduation requirements. He will not, however, be allowed to participate in any senior graduation activities. Minister Dominique Alexander, president of Next Generation Action, Next Generation, what the heck is the name of that thing? I'm looking at the acronym, Next Generation Action Network. Okay. Said, and I quote, "We are proud to share that Carmelo Anthony will graduate and receive his high school diploma and that his academic achievements will not be disrupted." As the largest social justice organization in North Texas, NGAN has worked diligently alongside the Anthony family's legal team to bring about this fair and student-focused resolution. This is a moment of dignity for Carmelo and a reminder of the power of advocacy done right. Alexander also told Dallas Morning News that the news of Anthony's graduation comes after the organization, Anthony's legal team, and the school district reached an agreement about the 18-year-old's education. Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff Metcalf, has spoken out about the decision to allow Anthony to receive his degree. He filed a complaint with the Texas Education Agency to contest the decision. The father also told CBS News Texas that he went to the FISD administration building to speak with Superintendent Mike Waldrop about allowing Anthony to graduate, but he was not allowed in without an appointment. "I've been stonewalled. Sad, you know. I understand the protocol. They said I had to make an appointment, which I did." Let's see. It was previously reported that a group called Protect White Americans protested against Austin's death and called it an act of racial violence, and Jeff Metcalf later spoke out against those protesters, saying, "You're trying to create more race divide than bridging the gap." And he said that that's what he said when he talked to them over the phone. And tensions also arose later in April when Jeff went to the Dallas venue where the parents of Carmelo Anthony were speaking publicly for the first time and was asked to leave the premises. Let's see. Waldrop had previously tried to quell misinformation about the case in an earlier email sent to the Centennial High School staff and students and families 2 weeks ago. He dispelled social media rumors that Anthony would be walking at graduation and said, "I want to be very clear. No student who commits a serious criminal offense, Title V felony, is permitted to participate in the graduation ceremony." Authorities alleged, okay, that we got that. Let's see. Let's see what we've got here. How we've all heard. Okay, so some of the comments here say, "Unbelievable, do not pass go, do not collect 200, and do not get your diploma. So much of this is so insulting to Austin's family. I stand by the Metcalf family. May they see justice served." Someone said, "Exactly, as long as he has the credits, he has the right to graduate." Someone said, "No rehabilitation for this kid. He knew better than what he did. Why can't they use their hands if they think they have to fight? Don't bring a knife to a fist fight." Austin's father, "I'm so sorry for what you're going through. You should be seeing your son fulfill his legacy, but they are more worried about making sure Anthony graduates." Let's see. "His father must be proud." Someone said, "Unpopular opinion. If he completed the requirements for graduation, then he should receive his diploma 100%. He should also not be allowed to participate in any graduation events or school activities or even be allowed on the school property," which appears to be the case. Someone said, "This is not for reals, is it? Wow." Another one said, "No, it's the law. Every child is entitled to a high school education, and the most they could do was be to expel him. But the state would be required to offer him an alternative. He's completed all the requirements to receive his diploma. His legal status has no bearing on whether he should receive it." Someone said, This is a moment of dignity for Carmelo. Nah, nope. Not having it. Lost all decency and any shred of dignity the moment he committed cold-blooded murder. This is absolutely zero dignified in that accomplishment. Cue the what does one have to do with the other on auto reply. Consider the source. posing the query. Okay. All right, so let's go to a couple other things that I want to tell you about. Hang on. Because I'm fading fast. I want to talk about Diddy here. Okay, so Diddy, his ex-employee George Kaplan described how he used a black Amex card to buy luxury items as well as interesting food items. He requested that his assistant, Sean Diddy Combs, requested that his assistants bring a very specific and unusual list of food items he required for traveling, said former employees at his trial. So this one used the black Amex card to buy luxury items as well as food items such as applesauce for his hamburgers and ketchup for traveling abroad. Sean Combs currently faces charges including sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution, but he had a very specific and unusual list of food items he required for his travels. So, let's see. When defense lawyer Mark Agnifilo questioned if those items included applesauce, Kaplan explained Mr. Combs loves applesauce and eats it on the side or on top of a lot of things. Cheeseburgers, said Agnifilo, and Kaplan responded, cheeseburgers being one of them. Yeah, wow. Combs is also obsessed with ketchup, David James said, who was an assistant for him from 2007 to 2009. Ketchup was a big item that he always needed for his food, so it was just the consistency to create a consistent environment for wherever he was. He claimed that when they flew to the UK, he always brought Heinz ketchup because the tomato sauce didn't meet Combs' standards. James also said that he regularly packed applesauce, detailing that it was a favorite food for Sean Combs. Wow, applesauce. During the trial, a defense lawyer asked James, were you aware he put applesauce on his cheeseburgers? He replied, I was not aware, but I knew he liked applesauce. Combs' former employees have testified about these unusual details as prosecutors attempt to learn more about the rapper's alleged sex trafficking, racketeering, and other charges. Let's see. Federal agents found a number of noteworthy items in a raid on his home in 2024, such as Johnson 25 bottles of baby oil, Xanax, sex toys, lingerie, one rubber duck. Crazy, right? Okay, let's just see. Now, where's this? Okay. I think, let me see, I think we're going to do word cookies and call it a night. It's been a long night and I did everything I was supposed to do. So I didn't do any clickbait and I even gave extra. So let's do the daily and let's go to bed. I am exhausted. You know, I haven't even been home. It's going to be going on 2 weeks on Tuesday. You know, it was just a week on Tuesday. And I don't know. Now it's like, in some respects, I felt like I was home for a long time. And then, I don't know. We were without internet this morning up until this afternoon. It was crazy. Okay. A murder of crows. Okay. Yelp. Line, pile, I got those. I need the other ones. Yelping. Okay. Yelping. Very good. Okay, and then what do you have there? Pine, ping. Let me see. Ping. Ping. Okay. And then what else do you have? Murder of crows. What else do you have? I need your help, murder of crows, please. Flying. Hi, Norma. What about Instagram or Twitter? What are you talking about, Norma? Hi, Norma. I haven't seen you in a while. What are you talking about? What's Norma talking about? What's Norma talking about? What's the matter, Norma? I'm sorry I don't have Instagram or Twitter. That's okay. Oh, it's asking you to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. That's okay. Just follow us here, Norma. Haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the gumball, Mickey. Oh, yeah, no, it's Nightbot, Norma. It's okay. You know, it's okay, but I'm glad you're here tonight. It's good. It's okay. Exempts, okay. I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Norma? How are you doing? Keep it on, right? What are you going to do? I can't do anything else. Got to keep going. Got to keep going. C. Oh, and seam, right? Oh, and seep, right? Step, okay. Every step you take, I'll be watching you. Steep, I thought I did steep. Okay. Guess not, right? I did seep, right? Yeah. Been in a lot of pain due to your fibromyalgia. I'm sorry to hear that, Norma. A lot of people have been in this funk. That's what I call it. It's just been in a funk, right? Temp? Oh no. I've been in a funk since we got home because we left a beautiful place. The weather was beautiful. Everything was great. I came back and it's been like a nor'easter, nothing but rain, damp, cold, horrible, horrible stuff. It's just horrible. And puts you in a funk, I'll tell you. It just saps everything out from in you. Not to see the sun is extremely upsetting. Hot coffee and fresh chocolate chip cookies. So that's good, video reel. Pass them around, please. What happened to your membership? What happened? You're not green anymore. That's not good. Okay. Team. Okay, let's see. Teeming rain. That reminds me. It's teeming outside. I never heard. I mean, I know that from like puzzles and stuff, but no one ever that I knew ever spoke like that. It's teeming outside. Right. Today was your first day of sunshine? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be like unseasonably cold, and it's going to be, I don't even know. I don't even know when we've last seen the sun, okay? I don't know. Team's very good. Okay. Dolet Toddle. Okay. Every year with the exception of 8 to 10 years, it doesn't rain. Really? Oh my gosh, it's too much, Norma. Where are you, Norma? Where are you? Where are you located? Maryland? Oh, I just drove through there recently. It was hairy driving through there with all the construction and everything. Ugh, I couldn't stand it. Maybe nuts. All right, I think I am going to call it a night. I can't keep my eyes open. I have to go to sleep. I love you guys. Dole, I think I put that in, didn't I? Appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Be good. Be nice. Be kind. Doesn't cost anything to be kind. Be a good person. Don't be a jerk, right? Okay, let me see why I can't close this out. Hang with me for a minute. I gotta get this right. YouTube Studio. Studio. Okay, let me see. Content. Live. Here we go. End stream. God bless. Prayers. I love you guys.